Both teams finishing in decent and respective positions in their group. And before we head to the proceedings, let's go to the coin toss with Shamira Veerasinghe, the two captains and the match referee.
Good morning. Here we are for all important knockout stage of this Mercantile Division F competition. We at MCA grounds. We have Sanjay Danushka of Astron Lanka. He has been coming to see me every day. So we have Amila De Silva, MHME captain, and Manoj Pera, so the match referee. And let's see, Sanjay will flip the coin. Heads it is from MHME. MHME has won the toss. MHME captain Amila. What are you gonna do?
We are going to go first.
Any particular reason of bowling first?
No, we have a good team. We can put 130, 140 runs. We can do.
Any changes of the team?
No, same team.
All the best, Amila. We have Sanjay Danushka. Sanjay, bat ka අනින්නේ කොහොමද? මේ ටිකේ දිගටම මේ තරග ජයග්‍රහණය කරා මම ආවා. ඉතින් අදත් සුබදායි වෙන්න කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. කොහොමද බැට් කරන්න ඉන්නේ? කීයක් ගහන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවද?
180 වඩා ගහන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
එතකොට අද ටීම් එකේ සූදානම කොහොමද තරගයේ කියන්නේ ටීම් චේන්ජස් තියෙනවද?
එකට චේන්ජස් එකක් තියෙනවා. ටීම් එක හොඳට ඉන්න ෆිට් එකේ හොඳ ගේම් එකක් ගහයි.
කාලයකට පස්සේ මයිකල් වැනොෆ්ට එදා පොඩ්ඩක් ලකුණු සෙට් වුණා. ඉතින් හොඳ ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරා. එයාගේ ෆෝම් එක ආපු එක ඔයගොල්ලන් ටීම් එකට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙයි.
ගොඩක් වටිනවා. අදත් හොඳ ෆෝම් එකකින් ඉන්නවා. හොඳ තරගයක් දෙයි.
All the best, Sanjay. And the news out in the center is MHME captain has won the toss and they will elect you to bowl first.
And that's a word from the middle. MHME NB have won the toss and decided to take first lease of this track by bowling first. And you can see the playing 11s from both teams. And interesting decision. I think MHME NB want to see the target that they're chasing. As you can see in your frame, the first opening bowler getting ready to bowl. That's Sanjula Madhushan. It's a spin option to start the innings with Tarindu Mendis, the opening batsman. Left-hander, 16 games, 16 innings, 236 runs, 64 his best. And here's Sanjula Madhushan's figures: 29 games, 29 innings, 30 wickets, a best of 2 for 9, decent economy rate. Going to look to curtail runs at the top of these innings. Here's the first delivery. Oh, gentle delivery, tossed up, full toss, gets away with it. Does Sanjula Madhushan. Trying to get through with his overs very quickly. Much better delivery on this occasion. Pitches it slightly moving away from the batsman. Works it away on to the onside. Here's the third delivery. Cut away. Straight to the fielder. Interesting start for this innings. MHME NB, having won the toss, would like to keep them to a decent total. It's not the easiest ground to chase down. The outfield can get sluggish, but looks like the grass has been cut in the outfield. So there could be value for your runs. Very good start from Sanjula Madhushan. 4 deliveries, just a single run. Here's the non-striker now taking his guard for the first delivery. Kamindu Malshan, 19 innings, 219 runs in total, highest of 55, decent strike rate as well. Left and right hand combination in the middle for Astron Lanka. Here's the first delivery to Kamindu Malshan. Once again, dabbed away. But there is protection. Finds a fielder. Very quiet over. Just a single run. Hope the batsman doesn't get anxious and try to go for the big shot here. Once again, was there an outside edge? Keeper didn't gather it cleanly. Not much of response from the field. Seems like it was a innocent delivery at the end of it all. A very good first over by Sanjula Madhushan. Astron Lanka won for the loss of no wickets. Here are the playing 11s. Amila De Silva, the captain. Dinur Fernando, Gayan Jayatilaka, Hasindu Maharage, Mithun Matipe, Samantha Lorenzo Heva, Sanjula Madhushan, Taranga Fernando, Mahesh Francis, M. Akil, Sachinda Samarakwadi for MHMENB and Astron Lanka. Sandesh Anushka, the captain. Amila Jones, Chandler Fernando, Yashasa Sankalpa, Kushan Senura, Mahesh Pereira, Michael Van Hoff, Tarinder Mendis, Deshan Dinuka, Kavindu Malshan and Sihina Devmit are the 11 for Astron Lanka Limited. Yes, Taranga Fernando, who will share the new ball. 29 games, 29 innings, 27 wickets, 4 for 25 is best. Very healthy economy rate as well. So definitely a wicket taking option as well. Gentle delivery. Barely any pace offered. Pushed away by the batsman for a single. He drops it on a sixpence. He doesn't really try to bowl fast or try to do anything with the deliveries. Occasionally he does bowl a cutter. But apart from that, it's very gentle wicket to wicket bowling. Here's Taranga Fernando now to bowl to the right-hander. Ringfield on the offside. The batsman moving away, allowing the ball to pass. The umpire rightfully not giving it a wide, because in his original position it wouldn't have gone for a wide, it would have knocked on him. So correct decision by the umpire on that occasion. Batsman trying to create a wide there. Gentle delivery, hoiked away. There is a fielder underneath it. Drops it. Sloppy bit of fielding there, miscommunication, possibly two fielders were converging. The fielder was set quite well in the mid-wicket region to gobble that up. But unfortunately, they grasped it. Here's the replay once again. Yeah, I think he was slightly distracted, Dinura, on that occasion by the fielder who was on rushing towards him. In the end, managed to only grasp it. In the meantime, the batsman crossed over for 2 runs. First let off for Astron Lanka. This time driven over the covers. Should be the first boundary. Gentle delivery once again. Outside of the off stump. And the batsman needed no second invitation. Much better shot on this occasion. Gentle loopy delivery. Wide outside our stump. All the room for the batsman to free his arms. 2 more deliveries to come. 7 runs already off this over. Pulled away. There is a man there. This time he makes no mistake. Straight to his hands. He makes amends for his previous mistake. And that's the first wicket for Astron Lanka. Well, he was going for 1 shot too many. And he pays the price. Once again, loopy delivery. The length may be not there, but the timing was also not there either. The fieldsman did the rest. That's the first wicket. Kavindu Malshan goes for a breezy 6 runs. Astron Lanka 8 for 1 at 1.5. Here's the new batsman, Kushan Senura, 29 innings, 588 runs, best of 72, not out. 2 half centuries in that 588 of his. Decent strike rate as well. They need to build a partnership here. Yes, Fernando to bowl his last delivery. Once again, gentle delivery, wicket to wicket. At the end of 2, Astron Lanka and 9 for the loss of 1.
Stop by. Coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
Sanjula Marshan to bowl his second over. Single taken of the first delivery. Ooh, there was a bit of bounce there. Looped up, missed everything and races away for a boundary. Unlucky there for the bowler. Runs given by the umpire. Definitely took the top edge by the looks of it. Interesting replay coming up. Hit it hard onto the surface. That just bounced out of nowhere off a good length. Beat everybody and raced along for the boundary. Once again off the outside edge. This time the slip cordon has been removed and put to a short third. He does the mopping up. Here's Maushan once again. Short and wide on this occasion. Cut away straight to the fielder. No run. Missed out on that occasion did the batsman. Yes, Sanjula Maushan once again. Oh, swing and a miss. Going for that expansive drive over the covers. His eyes lit up when the ball was tossed up. Here is the replay. Outside of off stump. Trying to go for a massive hoik, but missed it altogether. Good delivery to finish the over as well. They sneak a single. 7 runs off that over, and at the end of 3, Astron Lanka are 16 for the loss of 1.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, one game, one lesson at a time.
Yes, Taranga Fernando. Up and over goes the batsman. Much better shot over the covers. First boundary for Kushan. Taranga Fernando just another gentle delivery outside of off stump, but nothing delivery. The batsman helps himself for a boundary. Good start to the over once again. To the 4th. Yes, Fernando once again running in. This time slightly more leg side-ish. Batsman works it around the corner for a single. Smart cricket. 5 runs taken off the first 2 deliveries. "21 for 1 now. Once again enticed by the loopy delivery. Doesn't get a clean connection, but they get a single nonetheless. Again, foolish delivery, driven firmly to the man at long off boundary. Another single, 7 runs taken so far. Couple of more deliveries to come from Fernando. Once again, another expensive over. Goes downtown. Is that a chance? Straight to the man. That's a second wicket for Astron Lanka. Once again, taking the bait. Went for the expansive shot and found the fielder. And Taranga Fernando gets his second. Here's the replay one more time. Right above his eye line, asking him to do exactly that, but he doesn't get a clean connection. And the fieldsman was set exactly for that purpose, and he gobbles it up. Tarindu Mendes goes for 4. Sri Lanka 35 for 2. Here's the danger man coming to the middle. Michael Van Hoff played a spectacular innings in his last group game. Single-handedly carried his team over the line with a blistering half-century. Here are his numbers: 13 innings, 418 runs, 109 not out, his best. Look at that strike rate, 185. He can hit a real long ball once he gets going. But right now, I think he needs to buy himself some time. He has enough and more overs to come. Doesn't need to take the long handle already. So interesting to see his approach as he will face his first delivery. Yes, Fernando. Left alone by Van Hoff. End of another successful over from Fernando. Expensive, yes, but another wicket yielding over at the end of 4. Sri Lanka are 23 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo.
Here's Sanjula Malshan. He's going to bowl his third. 2 overs for 4 runs. Excellent figures in the power plays so far. No wickets for his name, but he's been more than economical. Kept things quiet from his end. Again, he generates that bounce, creates a top edge, falls safely. Given a wide there on that occasion. Thought there may have been a top edge. Umpire thought otherwise. Once again, cut away straight to the fielder. Malshan running in again. Oh, there's an outside edge. That's a third wicket. Another one bites the dust here for Astron Lanka. Too close to cut on that occasion, and Sanjula Malshan gets a much deserved wicket. Here's that replay once again. Too close to cut. Maybe got slightly big on him. Excellent grab by the keeper. Astron Lanka now in deep trouble. 24 for 3. Kushan Senura walks back for 9 as Astron Lanka really are in dire straits. Here's the new batsman. Amila Jones walking into the middle. Both himself and Michael Vanoff, they have their work cut out. Both batsmen new to the crease. Vanoff just facing one delivery so far. Amila Jones about to face his first. So, two new batsmen in the middle. 21 games, 21 innings, 256 runs. Best of 41 and a strike rate of 104. These two need to put up a very good partnership here, or else this could be curtains very early. This could be curtains very, very early for them. Here's Sanjay Maushan. Amila Jones drives it straight to the fielder. Ring field on the offside. Can't pierce the gap. Drop and run. Vanoff takes off. Good run on that occasion. Good positive running. This is what they need at the moment. Amila Jones is off the mark. Vanoff takes his guard for the final delivery. Here's Maushan. Drives it away. But once again he finds the fielder. Another successful over comes to an end at the end of 5. Astron Lanka are 25 for 3. As Shamira Veerasinghe will speak to you until the 10th.
It's 25 for 3 after 5 overs. It has been a dramatic start for Astron Lanka. Good toss to win for Imichemi NB. So far so good. They have sent Amila Jones instead of the captain. He's gone a bit back in the batting order since the wickets falling, and they sent Michael Vanoff pretty early. That was a very, very interesting call because he normally bats after 10 overs. But today Michael Vanoff has a different role to play. He has a lot of overs. It's like in the Sri Lanka team, sending Shanaka in when it's 5 overs. And Michael has yet to get off the mark. This time he gets off the mark and it might run away for the boundary. Yes, it does. The scoreboard moves up to 31 with that excellent boundary from Vanoff. Superb shot. Just erring the line, and he decides to get good use of it and sends it to the boundary. This time, Michael Vanoff says, "See you later." That is up and over. He says, "I had enough of this dibbly-dobbly stuff from Taranga. Has been bowling well, but he has sent him to the cleaners, and it's out of the park actually. Gone for a big hit." Excellent hit from Michael Vanoff. Got to the ball, got that bat flowing nicely, and it's gone all the way. And we might have to wait for a new ball. Michael Vanoff, that is dangerous signs. Got in form in the last game, got about 40 odd and got that match to his hands. Played 5 sixers, and that was very clean, rather a big ground at the Bassinet. rather small here. This time, straight to the fielder. He got 12 runs. He needs to calm enough to face the next over. Well forward there and ends the over. 6 overs done. 37 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo, where
It's going to be Sanjula Madushan has bowled 3 overs just for 6 runs. Amila Jones is going to finish his spell. Sanjula Madushan has done a great job. So far, so good for him. So far, so good for Emi as well. This is super bowling. Off spinner to Michael. He's not giving the ball air. Trying to bowl it a bit quicker. And not give Van off the leverage to hit that big hit. Gets a single this time. It was okay. It's 39 for 3. We're heading towards the 7th over. That is close. That is close. That is close. It's given. I was thinking the same as the umpire. He put his front foot right across the ball and he didn't have time to get that bat coming in. He's complaining, saying something. I don't think that is bat. I think that is straight off the bat. Anyway, Amila Jones, without any helmet or cap, was not up to the mark. 3 runs. He has to walk back. The experiment of sending Amila Jones instead of the captain is not worked. And 39 for 4. There you go. And the captain walks out. Sanjay Danushka. Responsibility. 2 experienced campaigners in the middle. Nothing much to come after these 2. There is Chemila Fernando to bat. He will come at number 7. This partnership should go on till the 15th over. Big damage done from Sanjula Madushan. Sending Amila Jones on his bike. Danushka, 116 strike rate with an 85 best with a 50 is 23.69 is average and 379 runs. He's a good player. Well. 4 wickets done and dusted. That was close as well. Very good bowling. On the target with a bit of a bite in his bowling armory. The live action brought to you by sporty.lk. Ends another dot ball. 39 for 4 after 7. And we can see some of the highlights of the power play, what happened and where it was. Boundary to start the proceedings. That was an excellent shot. And the opener, Kavindu, went pretty quickly. Then that was another boundary. This time brilliantly played. That was another one. And then some crowd support for the both teams. Spectators enjoying the match. Why Michael Vanoff sets up with a new bowler, Samantha Lorenzova. Lorenzuheva, rather. 30 wickets. 7.37 is economy. He was a wicket keeper in the last game. He has been given the ball. But Michael Vanoff says it's you better wicket keep because bowling is not that good. He sends him out of the park. Welcome to MCA. Samantha is gone for 6. Once Michael Vanoff thinks that I want to hit a 6, he will definitely hit that. You can see it was, I thought it was a bit of a miss hit, but actually he has gone out of the ground. Michael Vanoff is looking very, very dangerous at the moment. He looks a bit different, and this time Michael Vanoff says, I'll see you later. 6 more. Pretty dangerous. What a hit. Third 6 for Vanoff. This is interesting. 50 comes up. And Vanoff is on 23. What a knock. Up to now. That's 4 more. That is gone for the boundary. What a wonderful batting. Brilliant delivery. Expensive over for Lorenzo Heva. This time in the gap, lucky. And a bit of football and a knock on. Ends that over. 8 overs done. 56 for 4. Been brought back into the attack. Amila has been brought back into the attack. New bowler. He has 67 wickets, mind you. Experienced campaigner. And he has 5 for 22 and brilliant figures from the captain. He bowls to Michael Vanoff with 28. LBW shout, but it's going down leg clearly. You can see it's going down leg. Michael went for the shot, but no connection there. This time he taps it to Maharage. Still no signs of Maharage coming into the attack. And 57 now. Sanjay still on 0. Good start for Amila De Silva, the skipper. 3 balls. He has not given anything away. Just single run. And that's a great delivery in the last one. This one the same. Quick single. And batsman managed to get that comfortably. Michael went off on 29 of 17 with a strike rate of almost 150. And he gets to 30 with that single. He has got that 30 runs. Now it's a matter of time if he has to stay along and get about 60-70 runs to the board. It's very important. Astron Lanka has given Michael Vanoff the opportunity to the big knock inning. And that's into the gap. Might run away to the boundary. Yes, it does. Excellent dab from Sanjay Danushka. Manufactured that late cut. And that's the end of the over. Look at the replay. Very well played. There you go. 63 for 4 after 9.
In the heart of Colombo, where
New bowler Hasinu Maharage. Look at that best figures. That was against Ceylon Tobacco. Was excellent that day. 6 wickets for 7 runs. And he has been given the ball to break this partnership. Get that important wicket of Michael Vanoff. That's important. He normally swings the ball back in. Let's see what effect he will get in this MCA ground. Comfortably single to Michael. He moves to 31 now with that. We are now into the 9th over. Traditional marking the guard of getting that chalk. Got that leg stump, I guess. Maharage. That's that. Straight to the man. Easy single taken. Score goes up to 65. Michael has got half of the runs. 31 of 19. Very good ball. This time he decides to send the striker back to where he was. Second match today at this ground is Power Hand Plantations and PABC Bank will take on each other in the afternoon game. Maharage comes in. Cuts this time. No connection. Run rate is about 6.7. Very good over in the progress. 2 dot balls and 2 singles only. Good start for Maharage. He will bowl his quarter of 4 overs for sure. Back of the length. This time, getting that wrong. Touching a bit of his hamstring. And there you go. Ran off 31 at the moment. Look at what he's getting from his action. He's getting that extra bounce with a bit of zip. And carries to the wicket keeper with a good height. Look at that. Good pace. Maharage is a strong man. Gets that all with his shoulders. Square arm action. That was very close. But umpire, I think it was going down leg. So 6.5 the run rate after 4 wickets. 65 for 4 after 10. Harshan Joseph will take you through to the next 5 overs.
Here's the batting card so far. 4 wickets down. Standout batsman Michael Van Hoff, 31 runs in 23 deliveries. 3 massive sixes in the 31 runs. Everybody else not being able to contribute at least double digits. Here's Amele De Silva, the captain. Starts off with a wide. Captain to captain. Important phase of the game here, the next 5 overs. Worked around the corner there. Single for Sanjay Danushka. It's De Silva once again. Once again, staying in line. You'll have to re-bowl that second wide of the over. Needs to find a quiet over here. Once again, wide outside off stump. Very close to a wide, but this time around the umpire decides against it. So here's a replay. Awfully close to being a wide, but benefit of the doubt given to the bowler. Here's De Silva. Bowls it straighter. Michael Van Hoff came forward, beaten outside of the off stump. Yeah, I think he himself understands that it's a bit of a close call there. Here's De Silva once again. Gentle delivery. Couldn't get underneath it. Scuffs it away towards long on for another single. Quiet over this. Just 4 runs including the 2 wides. De Silva would want to close off this over. Well, here's Sanjay Danushka. Worked away on the offside. Partially stopped there by Lorenzo Heva. Batsman will cross over for another single. Final delivery to come from De Silva to Van Hoff. Shortish delivery. Could be an opportunity. That's the big wicket. That is exactly what they were looking for. Van Hoff throws it away. Captain Sanjay Danushka throws his hands on his head. That is how big that wicket is. The ball climbed on him, got big on him. Van Hoff went through the shot and that was the end of him. It will be an interesting replay. Here it is. De Silva dug it in short. Van Hoff completely caught by surprise on that occasion. Got no timing, got in no position, and then only managed to sky it. And the short fine leg fielder gratefully accepts it. A breezy innings of 32 comes to an end from Van Hoff. Now as Astron Lanka are in deep trouble at 70 for 5 at the end of 11. Drinks will be taken in the meantime.
We've got tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
Here's the batting card at the end of 11 overs. 70 for 5. Big wicket of Michael Van Hoff lost during the last over. Now Astron Lanka once again in need of a partnership. Here's the new batsman, Chandler Fernando. Be at the non-strikers end at the beginning of the 12th. Here's the man who took that catch. Starts off with a single. Foolish delivery outside off stump. Worked away by the captain for a single. Maharage. False run up there from Maharage. He'll have to reload that. 71 for 5 now. Once again losing his run up there. Possibly struggling with a minor injury. Or it's a matter of him not being able to get his run up clearly. Here are his numbers. 16 innings, 166 runs, a best of 25 not out. Decent strike rate. They need to build a partnership here. Very important that they do. Chandler Fernando is off the mark. Sandesh Dhanushka, the captain, now has a huge responsibility on his shoulders to see this innings through. He's lost the all-vital wicket of Michael Van Hoff. Now these two batsmen really need to build a partnership of some essence. Good bowling this from Maharage. Keeping it very tight within the wickets. Not trying to be too expansive. Good slingy action. Here's Maharage for the fourth delivery. Once again, just pushed away on the offside. Slight misfield, but no more than a single on that occasion. 2 more legal deliveries to come from Maharage. Fernando goes across the line, straight to the field on the leg side. At short mid wicket, the captain picks it up gratefully. De Silva. One more delivery to come. Right into the block hold. Dug it out and placed it all the way down to long on. Yet another quiet over at the end of 12. Astron Lanka are 74 for 5. Welcome back to the beginning of the 13th over. Gayan Jayatilaka, the new bowler, change in bowling, trying to squeeze these batsmen at the moment. 7 innings, just the 5 wickets, 2 for 40 is best. Not a very good economy rate, but at this moment he might have some room to find some quiet overs. Backed away and worked it on the offside, straight to the fielder. Dot delivery to start things for Jayatilaka. They really need to find some quick runs here. There goes Chandler Fernando. He heard me, but he finds straight the fielder. Yet another batsman perishes. And another good catch in the deep. They are falling like sixpence here at the moment. In search of quick runs. Floated delivery outside of off stump. Went across the line. Straight to the man. They're holding on to their catches here. Emichemi. Chandler Fernando goes for just the 2 runs. Astron Lanka are in deep trouble at 74 for 6. Here's the new batsman, Yashad Sankalpa. Just 4 more wickets in the bank for Astron Lanka. They really need to find some runs here. Just one game, just a solitary innings, nothing much to speak of. Surely, these are the kind of games where you can make a hero out of yourself. Here's Jayatilaka once again. Pushed away. Trying to look for a quick single. No run there. Goes back on his stumps. Huge appeal. Too high, says the umpire. Got away with one there. The Sankalpa's heart must have been in his mouth on that occasion. Deep on his crease. Feet barely moving. Missed it right in front of the stumps. Fortunately, the height saving him. Right outside of off stump. Driven again. Straight to the field. This is a good over from Jayatilaka. Could be a wicket maiden if he bowls the final ball very well. Here's the replay. Slightly high, and that's another dot delivery. It's a wicket maiden, the 13th, and Astron Lanka are 74 for 6.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Here's the bowling card. All of the bowlers chipping in except for Lorenzo Heva, who was expensive, 17 off his 1 over. 2 wickets for Sanjula Malshan. Taranga Fernando also chipping in with 2. 1 for the captain Amila De Silva, the prize wicket of Michael Van Off. And Gayan Jayatilaka in his first over bagged Chandler Fernando. 8 extras in this innings. Very disciplined bowling so far from MHME NB. It's another bowler, another new bowler rather, Sachin the Samarakodi. 15 games, 15 innings, 11 wickets, 3 for 9 is best. 8.48 his economy rate. They're trying to squeeze them as much as possible from all ends. Driven firmly down to long on. Single for Sanjay Dhanush, the captain. He's only dealing in singles at the moment. Hesitation there, but batsman crossover, shy at the stumps, at the non-striker's end. Batsman home safely. First runs for Sankalpa. .76 for 6 at the moment. Here's Samarakodi once again. Onto the legs. Unfortunate for the batsman, fortunate for the bowler. Batsman couldn't get a clean connection. The fieldsman had shot fine leg, managed to cover up. Here's Samarakodi running in again from the scoreboard end. Clubbed away by Sanjay Dhanushka. Excellent cover up in the deep. Keeps it down to another single. This is good fielding. He's held on to two good catchers in the deep. Has Mahesh already. He's doing a very good job in the field for his team. Here's Samarakodi. Attacking the batsman for space and room. Yet another dot delivery. Just 3 runs off this over as well. Just one more delivery to come in the 14th. They really need to get a move on if they are to post a competitive total. Looking for a single once again. No run there. End of the 14th as Astron Lanka are 77 for 6. And Jayatilaka running in for his second over. Foolish outside of off stump. This time finds the gap. Does Sanjay Dhanushka. Much needed boundary here for Astron Lanka. Full toss and clubbed away through the covers for 4. Tossed up outside of off stump. Taken on the full. Finds the gap. Valiant effort by the fieldsman inside the ring. But he couldn't get any hand on it. No ball, says the umpire. Sanjay Dhanushka launches it. And that's a 6. The captain has suddenly woken up and is going after the bowling here. And to make things worse for the bowler, it's a free hit. Here's that delivery. Tossed up and hammered away over the long on boundary and outside of the ground. Jayatilaka needs to be careful here. This could turn out to be a very expensive over. If he doesn't get his line right, he has a free hit to be content with at the moment. Just one legal delivery already. 11 runs conceded. Was this the over Astron Lanka were looking for? Goes again. Just an ugly hike across the line to mid-wicket. Gets away with it, does Jayatilaka. Just a single. Sankalpa doing the smart thing. He's taking the single and giving it back to his captain, who's striking it cleanly. Good over this so far. 3 more legal deliveries to come. Already 13 runs of the over. Oh, he goes across the line. That's unfortunate. Just as he was about to make a move on, he skied a delivery and Jayatilaka gets his second. Good comeback by the bowler. Here's the replay once again. Shot outside of off stump. He tried to go across the line. Only managed to get a top edge and Lorenzo Heba did the rest. And the captain's innings, which showed a bit of promise towards the last couple of deliveries, has to come to an end for 23. As Astron Lanka are 90 for 7. Jayatilaka once again conceded some boundaries in these first couple of deliveries. Only to come back with a wicket, and the prize wicket once again of the captain. He has seen Devmit's numbers, 4 games, 4 innings, 32 runs in total, 14 is highest. Definitely they could do with that 14 runs at the moment. Off the mark straight away, pushed it along the ground to long on. 1 more legal delivery to come. 91 for 7 at the moment, Astron Lanka. They really need to at least look at getting towards 125, 130 if they have to make a fist out of this game. Pushed away. The batsman once again crossover for a single. And at the end of 15, Astron Lanka are 92 for 7. And Shamira Veerasinghe will take you to the close.
In the heart of Colombo,
It's a good delivery there. Outside edge. Ishad Sankalpa. 93 for 7. They are in trouble. As Sachin Samarakodi started his new over. Bowled a decent first over. Gave away over 3 runs. Sehina Devmith. Devmith goes downtown and into the boundary. What a wonderful shot in the beginning for Devmith. Facing his second delivery. No second inch chances. And he gets that to the boundary for 4. Excellent batting from Sehina Devmith. Runs are flowing, but too much wickets has been fallen. Drives this time nicely. Getting that single comfortably. And there you go. That is a wide for sure. Drifting down. Not a good delivery. Ishada Sankalpa is the batter. This time cuts. Good fielding. Very good fielding. And in the air. Gone. 8th wicket is gone. It has been a good delivery. And Sihina Devmith is gone. Good catch taken. Quick 6 runs of 4 balls, but nevertheless they are in trouble at the moment. Devmith goes for 6 with the bowling of Sachindra. It's 100 for 8. We are in the 16th over as Mahesh Pereira, the spinner of the team, 29 runs, has 14. Nothing much to talk about with these figures. Beautifully played, beautifully played. 4 runs. Excellent shot when he comes to bat. Number 10 batter. He just cuts that into the gap very much perfectly. And went to the boundary for 4. Score moves up to 104. Mind you, this MCA grounds, normally it's not a big target. Still they can fight. 16 overs complete at 104 for 8. It's going to be the captain Amila De Silva. Pretty much stretched field. Nevertheless, they are going for the shots. Sankalpa, the leg spinner. Full toss this time. Gets away with that. Just a single. Gayan doesn't feel comfortable. Good delivery. Excellent delivery. Beautiful shot again towards covers. Gayan doesn't have a big throw. He's struggling to throw it. And he's down. He's in pain. Looks like he has to carry through maybe a cramp. Look at that. Couldn't throw. There you go, down. He goes out of the park. Time to have a bit of time out, relaxing. Done for the day. Amila Silla comes into bowl. Cuts this time, but misses it. He's going for his favorite shot, Mahesh Pereira, but no connection. Excellent bowling. Mahesh goes downtown this time. Fielder coming in. Just a single. Substitute fielder catching that. Amila De Silva. Good batting. And Ishada hitting the wall and getting another single. Amila De Silva not happy with that. Instead 17 done, 110 for 8. It's going to be Shashindra to continue. Look at that partnerships. Sanjay and Michael is the best. 31. It's going to be Maharage. False start. Ayush Perra. And he's down as well. Maharage is the bowler. A lot of injuries happening. Cuts from Mahesh into the vacant region and gets a single easily. 1-1-1 now. The Nelson coming up. Nelson for 8. 1-1-1. 111. That's a beautiful delivery. Came back sharply. Yashada Sankalpa is cut him in half. Clean him up with a Jaffa. Maharage, you beauty. What a delivery. Not from this angle. You can't see the deviation. Straight angle, you should get a replay. He goes for 9. Ishada Sankalpa. Deshan Dinuka, the last man coming in. Left arm fast bowler. Well known for his bowling but not for batting. Four balls remaining. I am sure Maharage fancies his chances to clean this tail up. That was batsman didn't offer a shot, almost hitting the stumps. Looking at that ball, look at that pitching off stump, coming back in and hitting the timber. What a delivery. That's 2 balls wasted. And he gets a forward defensive. Needs runs. We are into the 18th over. Not the time to waste deliveries. Deshan is keeping his wicket intact. And white ball. 112. Got that wicket in the Nelson. Oh, I couldn't tell you that. Nelson was the wicket taker. Normally it happens, and today as well. Dot ball to finish. 18 overs done. 112 for 9.
In the heart of Colombia.
It's going to be the new bowler. Probably Amila. Let's see who is going to bowl. Amila, the captain, comes in to bowl. In the air, over the top of the fielder, running away. Good fielding. Just a couple of runs there. Excellently played. Getting some runs is very, very important at this stage. One shot, I guess. Oh, drop catch. Maharage is lobbed that. He's laughing. Cannot laugh after dropping a catch. Easy catch, dropped it by Maharage. Captain must be not happy. Getting a decent total, 114. And batsman getting another single. This is good batting. Mahesh Perra is the batter. Mahesh getting some bat this time. Oh dear, oh dear. Bowler missing the stumps. Easy chance. Couldn't manage to get that. Yes, should have been gone for all money. No chance this time. It's gone. I don't know what happened. Batsman didn't know where the ball is. He just ran. And oh dear, comedy of errors from the last man, Dinuka Deshan. Chemi has got them bowled out for 116. Look at that, straight to the wicket keeper. He saw that and he just ran with 1 over to spare. And he dropped the bat as well. Comedy. Drama. And there goes the last man, Dinuka Deshan, in a hurry to go back to the pavilion. And the scorecard 32. Michael Vanna of the highest scorer. 23 Sanjay Dhanushka the captain. And Mahesh Perra 10. And extras 11 are the top scorers of the game. Ishita Sakalpa got 9. Kushan Senra also got 9. Bowling 2 for Gayan Jayatilaka, 2 for Taranga Fernando, 2 for Sanjula Madhushan, and 1 wicket apiece for Amila De Silva, Hasinu Warage, and Sajindra Samarakode. We'll take a look at some of the highlights that happened. Got some boundaries. That was the first wicket. Boundary again. That one was uppish, but into the gap. That was in the end taken in the deep. Another wicket this time. That was a boundary. LBW given from the umpire. Michael Vanoff. Sixers all around. And there you go. That was the captain getting that boundary. Vanoff went, that was the turning point. Look at the fielder, jubilant. This one was gone again. That was Temila. No ball, 6 for Sanjay, the captain. This time the captain hits it up in the air and turns around. And that was the end of it. And Deumit is gone that time. That was a good shot from Mahesh Perra. That was a japa from Arage. Clean him up. And that was the last wicket. Batsman Comedy. 117 to get in 20 overs to qualify for the quarterfinals for the Super 8s for the competition. And we will have a break and we'll be back with the second innings.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, one game, one lesson at a time.
We've got something new for you here at MCA. Coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers and so much more from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams are made of rebounds and victories, lies a space for every basketballer. Feel the
prizes. So call us and become a member.
Welcome back to the run chase of this MCA Division F T20 League Tournament pre-quarterfinals between Astron Lanka and MHME NB now are taking the crease to chase down 117 runs set by Astron Lanka. Disappointing batting effort if you are Astron Lanka. Kept losing wickets at regular intervals. And now they will have to bowl out of their skins to defend this total. Here's the opening bowler, John Fernando. Been a very consistent opening option for Astron throughout this MCA League tournament. He'll need to come up with a good few overs, maybe a couple of wickets early. If they are to defend this total, they definitely will have to bowl the opposition out if they are to defend this very low total. You can see the opening batsman taking his guard. Sanjula Madhushan, 31 games, 31 innings, 869 runs, best of 90. Very good strike rate of 138. We want to get off to a very good start, break the back of this run chase in this power play itself. Here are Chandler Fernando's numbers: 21 innings, 20 wickets, 4 for 44, his best. Very good economy rate, but they'll need wickets from him as early as possible. Umpire waiting until final few phases are completed before we resume play. Here's Fernando running in for the first delivery. Good start. Wicket to wicket line. Played away by the batsman. Dot delivery. Here's Fernando running in again. This time on the leg side, chipped away, just short of the fielder. Wavered throw by the fielder again. And in the meantime, the batsman cross over for a single. Here's the captain's numbers, the opening batsman. 71 games, 71 innings, 1,339 runs, 83 not out is best. Very decent strike rate as well. Two left-handers in the middle. Here's Fernando running in. Ball to De Silva. Tucked around the leg side. There is protection in the deep square leg boundary. Both batsmen off the mark. Sanjana Madhushan to face his third delivery. Stand wide outside of off stump. Tried to work it away towards deep point. Couldn't get past the wing fielder. Dot delivery again. Don't need to do anything rash here. They're not chasing a big total. They need to make sure they get off to a decent start. Most importantly, not lose early wickets. Give the initiative to Astron Lanka once again. Working it on the offside. This time the batsman decide to go for the single. No harm done in the end. Yes, Fernando running in for his final delivery. Holds it well. Present the full face of the bat on that occasion did De Silva. End of the first as MHME are 3 for the loss of no wickets at the end of 1 over. 114 required in another 114, a runner ball target. Here's the batting lineup. A lot of batting to come. But like I said, very important that they build a decent partnership for the first wicket before they hand it over to the remaining batsman. If not, it could be a pressure situation. Once again, like I mentioned, it's a runner ball target, 114 deliveries, 114 runs to get. not impossible in the context of the format. Here's the new bowler, Deshan Dinuka. Very potent option for Astron throughout this tournament. 14 games, 14 innings, 15 wickets, 3 for 8 is best. Good strike rate and economy rate as well. Short and wide, cut away. There is a field positioned exactly for that in the deep. Just a single. He managed to bag 3 wickets in the power play in their previous encounter, the last group game for Astron Lanka. Here he comes running into bowl to De Silva. Slightly shortish on this occasion. Pulled away straight towards mid-on. Well fielded on that occasion. That's Mahesh Pereira. Here's Deshan Dinuka once again. Shortish delivery, pulled away, just short of Mahesh Pereira. Half a chance there, but well short of his fielder. Here's a replay once again. Couldn't really get a clean connection. Fortunately, that saved him on this occasion. He'll have to re-bowl that. That's a wide, way too off his mark. To bowl that delivery outside of the arc of the batsman, but just missing his line slightly. Much better from Deshan Dinuka on this occasion, almost took the outside edge. Two more legal deliveries to come. Foolish delivery on this occasion, driven firmly to the mid-off fielder. That's when he'll cross over for a single. One more delivery to come. Sandula Madhushan to face the delivery. Short and wide. Trying to carve it away. Missed on that occasion as well. Another good over. Just a few runs conceded off it. At the end of 2 overs, MHME are 6 for the loss of no wickets. Fernando Bol, his second over, once again beating the batsman on the outside. Almost shaving the outside edge. Generates a good bounce. This Fernando running in again from the scoreboard end. Flared away over the offside. Should be the first boundary of this MHM innings. Goes to the captain, De Silva. A bit of room given outside of off stump. And he's flared away over the top of the point fielder for a boundary. He's batting slightly outside of his popping crease, trying to negate that movement. Trying to go across the line. Trying to pull it away. Beaten for pace on that occasion. Outside edge. No slips in play. So it goes along to the deep third man fielder. Two more legal deliveries to come. Again, trying to work that angle towards the deep point boundary. Couldn't beat the infield. One more legal delivery to come. Swing and a miss. Going for that massive hee-haw down the ground. He misses it completely. End of the third. MHME 11 for the loss of no wickets.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Deshan Dinuka to bowl his second over. Starts off well once again. Batsman crossing over for a quick single there. Sloppy by one off. Couldn't collect it cleanly. As a result, the batsman quickly crossing over for a single. Foolish delivery. Played right back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. Sandula Madhushan unable to get away. Just a few singles to his name. He's trying to look for the big shot now. Maybe slightly under pressure. Once again, tries to go across, but this time found the inside half of his bat and found the placement more importantly. That's his first boundary. Here's the replay once again. Inside half of the bat, but more importantly, away from Mahesh Perera, who just could not cover that up. Here's Deshan Dinuka once again. Oh, well bowled. Good comeback. Foolish delivery into the block hold. Not much the batsman can do with that. Again carved away. Once again another single. Field unable to collect the ball cleanly. As a result, the batsmen are able to cross over for another single. One more legal delivery to come. 6 runs off this over. Another good over for the batting side. In pursuit of 117. Required rate only 6.19. Flicked uppishly. Once again, this time De Silva manages to find the boundary. Into the mid-wicket boundary it goes. Gentle chip taken on the full. Finds the gap and the placement for another boundary. And at the end of 4 overs, MHME MB are 21 for no loss. Here's the equation once again. 96 of 96 needed. Run a ball target. As we see the first change in bowling. Starts off with a full toss. Up and over goes Sandula Madhusan. That's a boundary. Greets Sihina Devumine with a boundary there. Loose delivery. Gentle full toss outside off stump and he gratefully accepts it. Goes up and over for a boundary. Much better delivery from Devumine on this occasion. Pitchers in line. Once again, foolish delivery. Smart batting from the batsman. Just pushes it off to the offside and grabs a single. They've already gotten the boundary that they were looking for in this over. All they need to do is rotate the strike for the remaining deliveries. Should be a very good over. Oh, beautifully bowled. Enticed the batsman onto the front foot. Almost shaved the off stump there. Two more deliveries to come. Once again, foolish delivery. Driven firmly straight to the fielder. No run again. It's a slight delay. We have a visitor on the field. Taking a little stroll. Play has come to a halt as a result. He makes his way through the square to the boundary. Play resumes. Is the winner. Last delivery, driven firmly down the ground. 4 more. Expensive over once again, 9 runs off it. And at the end of 5 overs, MHME NB are 30 for the loss of no wickets, as Shamida Veerasinghe will take you through to the 10th.
$87 needed of 90 balls. Easy target. With these two going very strong. Today, even Deshan Dinuka didn't get a wicket. He's the wicket taker, but this time it's another boundary. MHME are coming with a lesser team in this competition, with Astron Lanka being the better team, but today seems like they are going to get to that Super 8s. Sanjula, the bowler who started the innings, and he's batting also starting, is the opener. He's getting 17 of 17. That's what they needed. They don't have that X factor in their bowling. Mahesh Pereira to come. He's a good bowler. And Eshanda Sankalpa. Another good shot. This time, the mid-off fielder was straight. I thought that will get to the boundary, but the mid-off fielder was very fine. Look at that. He's straight as an arrow. Dinuka Deshan. And this time pulls it again. And seems like it's a boundary. 1 bounce. Captain and Sanjula are having a time laughing about it. They are operating the best bowler, but they taken to the cleaners just inside the boundary. Wicket keeper says put it outside the off stump. Again, what a hit. 4 more. 3 boundaries in this over. Sanjula, looks like MHME supporters are there, not Astron Lanka. They're cheering for every boundary. Look at that. This is excellent. Sanjula 25 of 20, taking the best bowler to the cleaners, and they don't have options. Clearly, and again a wide. Poor bit of bowling that takes to 13 of the over. Should have got some bat on it and clips it to the boundary. Didn't connect. Maybe the short fine leg fielder was up. Dinuka Deshan today is getting things completely wrong. Wicket taker himself. No answers for Astron Lanka. Disappointing. Full toss again. This time, another boundary. What an expensive over. This has to be 17 coming off. 30 of 3 overs to Dinuka Deshan. Poor delivery. And it goes to 47 of 6 overs. We'll take a look at the power play, what exactly happened over the top that time. Boundaries. Mahesh didn't chase that, having a laugh. Amila clips that for 4. Things were getting ominous. They went for their shots. That's a good sign from Emichemi batters. That over was the target over. Excellent. 17 coming off. Superb batting. That one was the last one. Power play was truly in the sides of Emichemi. 70 needed of 84 long balls. This is superb. Superb. And spinner Ishada Sankalpa has given the ball. This time, let's see what he can do. Not a lot anybody can do when they are batting well. 7 wickets only. Ishada. This time, Ishada picks up. Partnership breaker comes in. Clearly, big deviation with the captain's bat that I saw. And Amila De Silva knows that. No regrets. He knows he's gone. No ultra edge or reviews. He's gone. And he knows that he exactly hits that. And Amila De Silva, the skipper, departs for 16. 3 boundaries. Amila Jones, the catcher. Ishada Sankalpa, the wicket taker. 1 down. And it's going to be and the new batsman is Akil. Mohammad Akil. It's M. Akil. Right hand bat. 2 innings, 36 best and strike rate of exactly 100. That means he got out the next match is 13. Mohammad Akil. New batter. Captain. Getting that change, getting that wicket. Now, Isada. He's a leg spin. Yes, he's getting that leg spin grip in his hand. That's a wide. No, umpire says no. And it's in the air. But this time, Akil gets off the mark. Sanjula. It's going to be a pass ball in progress. Pulls it. Not much connection. And that's the end of the over. 50 for 1 after 7.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys.
It's going to be Mahesh Perra. He's a new bowler. .38 wickets for him. Akhil led that through. He didn't knew where it's going, but went away from the batter. He's bowling a bit of leg cutters. And 50 for 1. 7.2 overs. Mahesh Perra starting well. Dot ball again. Today, it's another game coming up. Power Hand Plantations and Pan Asia Bank. Afternoon game. It's going to be a crack of a game. And can see pulls this time. Pulls it firm. Good bit of fielding from Denuka Deshan. The two umpires for today is Tilanka Salgado and Kolunu Fernando. And we have Manoj Perra as the match referee, as Denuka Deshan cuts that beautifully. Just a single run conceded. That's very good fielding. $51 for 1. A bit of off spin this time. He wants, his idea is to get away from the batter. Spins away. It is excellent batting. 52 for 1. Last ball coming up. Beautiful delivery. Spin and bounce. Mahesh liked it. Ends the over with just 2 runs. 52 for 1 after 8 overs.
In the heart of Colombo, where
This time pulls it. Fielder misfielded there. 1 run only. Mohammad Akil is the batter. Ishada Sankalpa got that wicket importantly. But look at that RRR, that's required run rate is just 5.5. Gettable. 5.4 rather. T20 game, it's comprehensive target. But let's see whether Astron have other ideas to get these wickets. Very important. The batters. Beautiful shot into the leg side region. Deshan comes in, picks it up cleanly, sends to the keeper. You can see when Deshan doesn't get wickets, they are bowling a very lean. Cut shot. Oh dear, misfields. But Chemila is not happy. His sunglasses matching his outfit as well. Green. Just a single. Sanjula is looking for shots. As I said, came down. But fielder Chemila is there. Kept it for a single. 5 of 5. All 5 singles coming off. What a delivery! What a delivery! Eshoda Sankalpa has bowled a Jaffa. It didn't turn. He played for the turn. Even I thought that will turn. And it just went with the direction where it's heading. That is into the stumps. Look at this delivery. Beauty. Cleans hitting the timber. And Akil goes for 5. 57 for 2. After 9 overs. That's the batting card. 34 Sandula Madhushan is the man at the moment. Mahesh Francis is the batter. He's coming into bat. And it's going to be Mahesh Pereira to bowl to Sanjula, and the other batter is also Mahesh. That is Mahesh Francis. Cuts it this time. Mix up, but there's no backing up as well. But they don't take that single. That's a dot delivery. And Mahesh, he needs a wicket. 1 or 2 wickets will definitely put Chemi in a bit of back foot. But this is not what he wants. That's into the stands. 6 more out of the park. Umpire Salgado is having a bit of exercises. That's not what I was meant that you need to bowl. Sanjula is a big hitter, Madhushan. He has a big bat. When he hits, it stays hit. It's out of the park, actually. There's a bit of mangoes in the tree. And another new ball should be coming. That's the match referee, Manoj Perra. Lot of work to be done. He's coming with the balls. Some work to do. And there's the supporters of Emichemi, NB. Because I'm telling that when the boundaries are going, they're clapping. So definitely, Emichemi supporters. Match referee giving the new ball. Checking whether it's okay. Umpire Salgadu and Kolunu. This is Kolunu. Pereira. And this coverage is brought to you by www.sporty.lk, giving you all the updates and the live coverage. And 63 for 2 into the 10th over. There you go, Mahesh. Let's see whether Mahesh has more gifts. This time, dot delivery. Only 3 matches today to be played. Again, in the air, only managed to get a single. 64 now. Next 5 overs is important. Might end the game if they bat well. Missed it completely. Overran it rather. Mahesh Francis to Mahesh Pereira. And it's a single. Last ball coming up for 52 runs to get in 61 balls. Bludgeoned away. Just a single. 66 for 2 after 10 overs. It will be Harshan Joseph to continue for the next 5 overs.
Here's the equation. 51 runs to get in 60 deliveries. Looks very regulation with 8 wickets still in the tank. Sanjul Marchand going good guns here. 42 of 31 deliveries. He's doing the bulk of the heavy lifting in this innings. Once again, Sankalpa to continue his third over. Been pick at the bowlers. 2 wickets to his name. 8 runs in 2 overs. They need more wickets, and they need more wickets very soon to Astron Lanka if they are to turn this game around. Looks very straightforward at the moment. Almost squared him up on that occasion. Good delivery once again. Tossed up once again. Played it back to the bowler. You need to bowl a few dot deliveries at least to build this pressure up. Once again, good delivery. Right on the money. Left alone by the batsman outside the off stump. Good over this, just a single. One more legal delivery to come. This time work towards deep square leg. or deep covers rather. The batsman, I beg your pardon, it's actually towards mid-wicket. One more single to the total. 68 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 11. MHME MB.
In the heart of Colombo,
Sina Devamit to continue his second over. Expensive first, just 9. He's conceded 9 runs off it. Second over. Quick run again by the batsman. Drops and runs. Mahesh Fernando doing the right thing, giving the strike back to Sanjula Madhushan. He's the man in form at the moment. Tries to go inside out. Leading edge just over the infield. And the ball agonizingly races along the boundary to the boundary. At point. That was a close call. Here's that angle once again. Opens his bat up. Didn't get a clean connection. Just over the fielder. And what's worse, the ball finds its way to the boundary. Driven firmly again. Sloppy. Another single to the total of Sanjula Madhushan. Sanjula Madhushan. Here's Mahesh Fernando crossing over again. Here's Sanjula Madhushan again. Driven firmly through the covers. Another single. Worked away by Fernando. Gives a strike back to Sanjula Madhushan. At the end of the 12th, MHME MB 74 for the loss of 2, with the drinks being called onto the grounds. Welcome back. Here's the betting card so far. Sanjula Madhushan doing the bulk of the runs. 49 for his name in 35 deliveries. 7 fours and 1 massive 6. Amila De Silva started off with a decent partnership. 16 of 17. Just 5 for Mohammad Akil. And here's the equation as it stands. 40 runs to get at in 48 deliveries. Very regulation run chase with 8 wickets still in the tank. As we resume play after the post water break. Here's Fernando to face the first delivery after the interval. Mr. Sankalpa will bowl his 4th. The most successful bowler out of the lot with 2 wickets to his name. Full delivery, driven firmly down the ground, but there is protection in the deep. Just a single. Taken on the full by Fernando. Doesn't get a clean connection or doesn't find the placement. Yes, Sanjula Madhushan, just one short of a well-deserved half century. He's carried these innings. There it is. That's his half century. Well played, Sanjula Madhushan. In a tricky, low-scoring run chase, this is exactly what you need from your opening batsman to get off to a very decent start, and that's exactly what he did. And he's applauded by his dressing room. Well deserved. Slight appeal by the bowler. Batsman pretty much on the ground, trying to play an extravagant shot there. Missed it altogether. One more delivery to come on the 13th. Again worked away by Fernando. Another single. They're doing it easily at the moment. 3 runs off that over. At the end of 13, MHMENB are 80 for the loss of 2. As the Sankalpa completes his quota of 4 overs. 13 runs for 2 wickets, well bowled. Here's the highlight package of Sanjula Madhushan's half century. Was given some gifts early on. Couple of full tosses, couple of over pitch deliveries, but he made the most out of it. And once he got onto his stride, he was sending the bowlers to all parts of the ground. That was the enormous 6 he scored out of the ground. Had a bit of luck in his favour, but fortune favours the brave, they say. As Sanjay Dhanushka, the captain, brings himself onto the strike or to the bowling. 13.1 overs, 80 for 2. Ash Fernando trying a reverse sweep. Slowish delivery, barely any pace, and just scoops it to the man at short third. That's the wicket they were looking for. Can they find a twist in this tale here? Here's the replay once again. Slowish delivery, barely any pace to work with. Trying to go up and over the fielder, only to find him well held by the fielder shot in. That's Deshan Dinuka. Mahesh Fernando goes off for 7 in 14 deliveries. MHME 80 for 3. New batsman Dinura Fernando. 34 games, 39 innings, 612 runs, 72 is best. Not a great strike rate, but effective batsman. 250s in that 612 of his. Shortish delivery played away. He gets off the mark immediately. Yes, Sanjula Madhushan facing Sanjay Dhanushka. Tossed up delivery, goes inside out. There is protection in the deep. Devmina covers up. Another single to the total. 3 off the over with a wicket in it. One more delivery to come. In fact, 2 deliveries to come. Just 2 runs off the over. Again, comfortably worked on the leg side. Doing it easily, doing it in singles. That's exactly what they need to do. No real need of big shots at the moment. Here's Sanjay Danushka for the last delivery. Down the wicket comes Sanjula Madhushan and clears the boundary handsomely. Over the mid-wicket boundary, another 6 to the total. Here's the replay once again. Tossed up, lovely use of the feet and clears the boundary comfortably. And at the end of 14, MHME are 89 for 3. Here's the batting card. 3 wickets down. Sanjana Madhushan still in the middle with 57 of 39. Antonio Fernando just joining him. The wicket keeper, 2 of 2. Here's the equation. 6 overs remaining, just 28 runs to get. Should be regulation with 7 wickets in hand. Mahesh Perera to bowl his third over. 11 for no wicket so far in his 2. Ample amount of gaps in this field. They should somehow try to find a way of getting another infielder to stop the singles, because they can't afford to give these easy singles just like that, because this is a runner ball target, or actually less than a runner ball. So they can't really expect to contain these runs by giving these free singles. Sanjula Madhushan on the other hand has other ideas. He's going for the jugular. He's playing his shot still. Seems like a bit of a tired man, so he wants to get this done with soon. Yes, Perera. Foolish delivery. Worked away. Another boundary. Sanjula Madhushan is in a hurry now. Once again, lovely timing. Excellent placement as well. Here's the replay. Lovely flick of the wrist. And ball just rests along the boundary. 94 for 3 now. Just 23 more needed. Here's Perera once again. Wide this time. Cut away. There is protection in the deep. Just a single. Yes, Perera. Bowling to Dinur Fernando. Works it around the leg side for a single. That's his role right now. He just needs to rotate the strike. He doesn't need to do anything expansive. Sanjula Madhushan will do all the heavy hitting. 2 more legal deliveries to come in the 15th. Goes again. Leading edge. That's the end of Sanjula Madhushan. End of a fantastic innings of 62 runs. Looking for another big shot. And this time he couldn't find the connection. Only finds the fielder. And that's the end of his innings. Here's the replay once again. Trying to go across the line. Gentle leading edge to the man. Close catching in. Wonderful knock nonetheless. 62 brilliant runs of 42 deliveries. 8 fours and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 147. What a knock there by the opening batsman. One more legal delivery to come from Mahesh Pereira. 21 runs still to be defended. Can Astron Lanka find something here? Here's Mithun Mighty Pace. Stats: 22 innings, 397 runs, 78 not out his best, and he has a staggering 141 run strike rate, so he can hit a long ball as well. 96 for 4 now. One more delivery to come from Mahesh Pereira. They need to bring in some close-in fielders and build some pressure. Can't let these new two batsmen get away with this with singles. Slight changes to the field as the right-hand batsman comes in. Two right-handers now in the middle. Here's the final delivery from Pereira. Starts off well. Looking for a quick single. Not there. Successful over. 7 runs and a wicket. And that was the end of the 15th as MHME MB are 96 for 4. Shamira Veerasinghe will take you to the end of play.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, one game, one lesson at a time.
21 runs needed of 30 balls. I just feel something is going to happen. If Dinura's wicket is very crucial, Chemila is a good bowler. Chenula is a very good bowler. And Mithun and Dinura. And it's a wide. Abbas Algado gets it right. 96 for 4. 15 overs. Look at that. You can't afford to give extras when you have 21 runs to defend. It makes it 97. 4 runs for over needed. With Dinura just caressing that. And it can make a couple of runs very easily. Overthrows. Can't afford those things. Chenula is not happy. Clearly, Sanjula got 2 wickets, I think. Bowled beautiful 4 overs and got 60 runs. He is the man of the match for me. Clearly, he was the shining light for MHME NB today. And they are clearly favourites, ending Astron Lanka's excellent campaign with this knockout game. That's the problem. They did a good package of first round, but not in this knockout game. MHME were decent, and now they are proving to be excellent in this pre-quarter final. It's a wide. That's 101 for 4. And there you go. It's another dot delivery. 3 balls. They have got wide, 2 wides, 2 runs and 1 run. So they've got 5 runs in this over. India, I mean, it's gone. Edged it to the wicket keeper. Is there still life in this game? That's a big wicket. Mithum goes. Got big on him. Got high in the bat. Look at that ball. Mithun Tilina Maitipe is gone for a 0. Taken from Amila Jones, the bowling of Chenula Fernando, and they are right back into this contest. New batsman, I think it's Lawrence Suheva. Yes, it's Samantha. He's the new batter. That is Samantha Lawrence Suheva. 68 matches, 1,277 runs, 73 highest 750s. He's the right man to come, Lawrence Suheva. Experienced campaigner. Not on form. That's LBW shout. That was very close. Umpire says close. He's also saying close, but I think that's a goner. Another replay would be very good. Slow replay, maybe. In front, I think that is a very, very close call. Umpire Salgado deciding he's in the batting team. Lawrence Suheva living dangerously. And end the over. 102 for 5. And 2 for 5. 15 to get in 24 balls. It's going to be Mahesh Perra to bowl. He's looking for a wicket for sure with Lawrence Suheva. Here comes the 17th over. Big game. That's too much full delivery, but dot ball. That is excellent. Superb stuff to keep it to a dot ball. Oh dear, should have stopped that. Dinuka Deshan comes in. Just a single. Still nervous times for the batting team. Doesn't look that promising when you have 14 of 22 with 5 wickets remaining. But still, MHME are clearly favourites at the moment. In the air. Oh dear. Chenula Fernando is flying, but couldn't grab that. Unfortunate incident there. What an superb effort. 30 needed. Anyway, they got that single, but that was a big wicket. If they can get that Dinura's wicket. Quick single from Samantha. And all right, all eyes on the World Cup. Super 8 is starting today. Pakistan taking on New Zealand at our Premadasa ground in Sri Lanka. 7 o'clock start. Overnight conditions. Let's see whether it will be a great encounter. That is another single taken easily. Runs are coming in this over. 4 runs came. Target is getting down to 11. Now it's a bit easy when it comes to a single figure. Maheshwara comes in, dots it out. 18 balls, 11 runs to get 106 for 5 after 17 overs in this pre-quarterfinals.
In the heart of Colombo, where
11 runs needed of 18 deliveries. Very interesting call. It's going to be cracker of a game today. Another game coming up is Pan Asia Bank taking on Power Hand Plantations. It's going to be 11 runs. It can just a single there. Clearly, the match can be ended in this over also if they can get 10 runs. There we go. Good delivery from Sihina Devmith. He puts that in a bit faster. Superb nut, you can say. Very well bowled from Sihina Devmith. Dot again. The balls are coming down. 15 balls to go. There's a problem with Samantha's batting. 8 balls, 3. Dinura clearly going and telling Samantha, we need some runs. Samantha has no connection there. If you can bowl another 2 dot balls, it will be 10 runs in the last 2 overs. What a game on our hands. I sensed it. Sihina Devmith bowled really well. That was a good call from the umpire. This time, oh dear, should have got that run out instead of the wicket. He hits the bowler. And stoppage might happen now. He should have got that into the stumps, not to the bowler. All right. He looks okay. Magic spray comes in. He says, I'm fine. Sihina Devmith. Straight into his rib cage, heart, in the body, the middle. Sehina is a tough man. He's okay. 9 to get in 13 balls. They need fighting spirit from Dinura. Samantha has lost a lot of deliveries. In the air. What an amazing catch! What an amazing catch! Superb from the fielder down there. That was Tarino. Big wicket of Dinura Fernando is out of here. And this is still the game on hands. Oh, what a catch. I think it is Ishanda. Oh. In fact, Samantha 10 balls 4 and Samantha will be on strike and the new batsman is coming to the crease. I think there will be a twist. Tarindo Mendes is the catcher. Twist in the tail for sure. As 9 needed with Dinura's wicket, it will be a very fighting match with Lawrence Uheva is only had 4 runs of 10 deliveries with the new batter coming in. And that's the end of the over. 108 for 6. Nine runs to get of 12 deliveries. Can Astron pull off a thriller? Excellent catch. Tarindo Mendes, you beauty. Catchers win matches, they say. And there is Taranga, the veteran. 2 veterans are in the strike. Samant and Taranga. Can they get this target? Samantha, Lawrence Uheba. And Chenula Fernando is going to bowl the his last over. Bowled really well. 14 given only. This time Samantha gets the strike to Taranga. That was a good single to take for Emichemi. I thought Samantha will not get that single easily. And it's Taranga. I thought Chenula will bowl 2 dot balls. Oh dear, Chenula. What have you done? Pressure mounting on Chenula. That was not the ball he should be delivering at this point of the game. Needing more pressure. He's given away easy run to keep things going. Gets a single. That's what happens. This is excellent. 3 runs taken. Nelson again. We saw a wicket in the innings of Astron when it's Nelson. Let's see whether. Looks like that was outside the line for me. And he was lucky. Anyway, they're getting the leg byes going. Anyway, the runs are coming. That was too high as well, for my liking. Good call from Kulunu Fernando. when he decides not to give that, and it is what it is at the moment. In the air, that's another single taken. So not good for the team in green at the moment. They need 4 runs only. They have taken 5 runs in this passage of play, and they have 2 more balls to go. Clearly favorites. Samantha is doing a good job. Yes, Chenula. I expected more from Chenula. That's what Amila Jones is saying. Keep it that way. At least give 4 runs to the last over and make it something interesting in these pre-quarterfinals. Exactly 12:46. The second match will be coming up at around 2 o'clock today, local time. 1:30 might be the toss time. That's what is planned. And soon after this, there will be a lunch break. And Samantha is having a small break. Oh dear, just a single. They are not hitting anything at the moment. Anyway, 114 for 6 after 19 overs. There is 3 runs to get in the last over. In the last over, let's see who will got that responsibility. All right, 3 runs to get in last over. It's going to be Sina Devmith. That is a good option. Sina Devmith bowled 3 dot balls to Samantha in the last over. Can Sina be the dream for Astron? Anyway, it's a very easy target in the last over. Sihina, he goes, wicket, run out, and the new batsman will face the music with Samantha crossing over. Oh dear, oh dear. We are into a good game. Look at that. Both one place and Amila Jones corrected it easily. There goes Taranga. And the new batsman will be facing for this second ball. Gayan is the new batter. Gayan, who has had a small injury when they are fielding, should be very difficult. 8 runs only, Gayan. That's enough. Highest of 5 because they need only 3. Will there be a super over? That is also in the cards. Exciting as that. Let's see, Sehina. Sehina is not giving his dream a light. Bowls a wide ball. And now they have to get that one run. They have to get that one run to win this. I mean, tie this, first of all. In the air. Gets a single. Gets a single and gets a couple of runs, I guess. That is gone. Yes. That is gone. So that means they will get that single, right? Yes. Look at that. Oh, yes. Clearly run out. Umpire Kolonu is telling that it's out. Gayan, it's a run out, man. He's gone. So it's going to be Samara Kodi to come. Sachindra rather. The last man you can see is padding up is Maha Rage. 8 wickets already. Can Maharage be the hero or Sehina? Anyways, it's going to have to get to the super over. They need 2 wickets and the fielders are closing in. So it's not going to be easy to get that run. But they have 4 balls. That's the thing. 4 balls they have. They have 2 wickets only. Let's say reverse swing Yorker. Or Sehina will give that easy. He drops it. He collects it. And that's the match. Game over. Chemi have scrapped through for an excellent win. Umpire says not out, but interesting replay to come. What an eventful blast over. 2 wickets. The players. That's the end of the road to Astron Lanka. Let's see the final run. Let's look. Oh, that is easy. Easy run. And what was the bowler's reaction? I thought he's there you go, players walking out. As we will quickly go to the scorecards. There you go, the team, happy team. And there you go. You can see 62 or 42 is the turning point. Other than that, Amila De Silva 16, Dinura Fernando 10. That's it. That's nothing else. Have been Samantha Lorenzova. Look at that, 6 of 15. And extras 8. And we'll quickly go to the bowling card. 2 wickets to Eshada Sankalpa. He was the pick of the bowlers for 13 or 4 overs. 4 overs. Miles Pera 22 for 1. Sanjay Darushka got a wicket in his first over. And Sina Dev with bowled well 23 for 1. And Chelula Fernando 18 for 1. Let's take a look at a little bit of highlights as the game ended in the favor of Chemi NB. Quick runs starting off the skipper Amila got boundaries. Every part got sweet connection. He got 3 boundaries for his 16. That's what Tamila did. Damage. And Sanjula, he was going blasting. That over went for 17. That over went for 17. That's an excellent over. And you can see that was the bold Akil. Then that was a huge hit for 6. Over the top. Boundary. 50. So that was caught. Easy catch for Dinuka Deshan. And then that was a huge hit again. 6 runs. Easy. Then it's another boundary. And then he, the big wicket of Tarindu. Then Dinura got out. What a catch. Tarindu Mendes. That was a run out. Aranga. Another run out. Then the last run got it easily. So the summary, NB in the Mercantile Division F competition won by 2 wickets and into the Super 8s quarterfinals. And we will be back in about half an hour's time for the next match toss.